Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Doing in this gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the spirit. It says, famous actor explains why many black men don't date black women. And Jake is waking up to you women, man. All right, and Jake is realizing that there's peace with dealing with women outside of America and just other ethnicities, period. This is a show. I'm not too familiar with it, but you got a guy by the name of J.R. Wisdom. He was kind of commentating on this show because you had a celebrity on here. He was like a rapper turned actor. I think his name is Jamal Gravy Woolard, which he played in that movie Notorious, which was a biopic on Biggie Smalls that came out like in the early 2000s or so, and he was pretty much playing Biggie in that movie, and he's pretty much explaining why he prefer not to deal with black American women. Of course, these two demons here choose to gaslight him and make every optimal excuse as to why black women are justified to being the hyenas that they are, which there's no justification about your behavior. Okay, the point blank period. And I'm gonna say the reason why men don't want to deal with you is because you're not cooperative. Okay, you're highly disrespectful, you're highly combative, and you take no accountability, and that's just what Jake is tired of, man. So in this video, I mean, he goes into it, but then even then he has to tone himself down because, you know, these women, they get triggered rather easily. You know, so Jake always had to figure out how to talk in circles to get their point across for these women. You know, when reality of it is, you shouldn't have to talk in circles, man. This is what it is, and this is just what it is. Okay, see, one thing here about us, we gonna tell it straightforward, all right? And we gonna tell you like it is. Now, there's a such thing as using wisdom, but with Keisha, she has no wisdom. So you just gotta tell it to her like it is, man. Fuck if they get triggered. Because in this video, you can see that they were trying to go around the fact of not triggering these women, and they gave every excuse in the world as to why so-called black men have to put up with their bullshit. And this is why the apostles tell us, man, stay away from the fucking black woman, man. All right? Now, that's not saying all of them are horrible, but as a collective, it's more of you that are bad than good. Okay? And unfortunately, they make it worse for the rest of you chicks out there that may be of some type of caliber of good works. All right, so I'm gonna play a couple of minutes of this video, and we're gonna get a couple of precepts here. It wasn't even my attention on even starting this week getting on a woman, but you know, just through the spirit, because we're coming into some dangerous times, man. And the fact the Lord is creating a mere separation between Jake men and Jake women, and they're not gonna have any protection when all hell break loose in this society, and you will see why. But here we go.
Get mad at me for dating outside my race, but I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race.
Like,
Keep
what
it
do you
100.
define better?
My
Define
Spanish.
better.
Well,
You see, that was trigger. You see how easily they were triggered? However, she said, define better, define better. I mean, he shouldn't have to define better. He's telling you what it is. All right, a man is not making it up. Okay, he's not making this shit up. Other races of women do things better than you. Okay, they cook better, they clean, they're not combative, they're cooperative, they're soft, they're feminine. They give Jake words of affirmation. All right, they're not telling you what the fuck they gonna do or what they not gonna do. You know, they're not sitting up here saying, oh, I need to buy it, I need to have a bag. And basically dealing with these chicks over here, it comes with the terms and conditions. In order for you to get with her and her baggage and the 50 men she's laid down with and the 4 kids from 4 different men, you have to already come accomplished to deal with Keisha. Okay, she wants you to have everything already laid out. You gotta be a millionaire, you gotta be a rapper, you gotta be a ball player, you gotta be good, you know, you gotta be the creme de la creme. Jake, we have no room for fuck ups when it comes to the black woman. But they can come with their baggage already on the table saying, accept me how I am, but I have to already be well equipped to deal with them, right? You know, and that's what he's basically going into. She said, define better. They triggered because they know the other nations are doing better because they hear it often. All right. And it's not a fact that we're leaving them to spite them. We're leaving them because we're going somewhere that we appreciate it, you know, and that's just what it is. And they can't seem to deal with their reality because the black woman and other black women they don't hold each other accountable. Okay, they don't come back and say, you know what, hey, you tripping, get your act together. This is why our men are leaving us. They don't hear that because there's too many people in their ears telling them that they queens. Okay.
Not better, because I know where she getting ready to go. Not better.
I know, you said they were doing things
You
better.
see, he basically immediately trimmed his stance. The scriptures say, watch trim his light ways to seek love. That's exactly what he did. He said, I'm not going to say better because I know what's going on. I would have said, fuck you. They do things better. And if you don't like it, then I could just get off your show. Because you're not finna sit up here and gaslight me or gaslight the situation and make it seem like what you do is okay. And the reason why men is leaving you is because they're tripping. No, men are leaving you because you the one that's tripping. You know, you have attitude problems. You're entitled. You have no accountability. Like the dude said, he says here, or her, it says her behavior is exactly what he's talking about. It says the man can barely get a word without her trying to invalidate him in his experience. Right. It says, what can she invalidate? She shames. And it says, and that is what men are getting tired of dealing with. Women from other backgrounds don't believe this way, nor to this degree. And you got other women saying this, man. You know, because she's triggered. The man can't even get a damn word in. And look at her to the left. She fits the bill of stereotype because, I mean, she got the weave in, she got the makeup, the skin lighting on. You know what I'm saying? The artificial look. She has the fucking attitude, the proud, the I'm on a high horse, I'm a queen, can't nobody tell me nothing. Men don't want to deal with that shit. And that's not how women's supposed to behave. You know? But anyway, Salakia, let me push forward.
I want to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm going to change that.
I'm trying to save you for the
I know you
people,
is. That's
for the
what I'm saying.
culture.
Not better. For the culture.
There we go.
Right. Not better. I was dating Puerto Rican. I was dating Dominican. I was dating African. I was dating all type of other relationships.
And Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and some Africans are your people, bro. All right? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're all the same people, just different tribes. So when you say Puerto Rican woman, that's technically the black woman with fucking wavier hair. That's all it is. Same thing with the Dominican women. Dominican women look more like Keisha than actually Keisha. Sometimes you'll see Dominican women, you're like, this is a nigga woman right here. But she got that kind of saucy flavor to it. I'm like, okay. You know, so a lot of Dominican women can pass as Jake women, even though they all from the same stock, but you get the point. I seen some Dominican chicks. I'm like, man, you ain't Dominican. You like a fucking black woman. You're like, I'm Dominican. I'm Dominican, papi. I'm like, oh, okay. See, mommy, okay. But that's the point. They're the same people.
Besides American black, right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable with...
Give me some examples.
Bitch.
Oh, man. I mean...
Fuck, what you mean examples, bitch? You are the example. And you see how combative she is? Give me some examples. Like, I don't owe you shit. You know, that very manly ass spirit. And then when somebody rises up and somebody actually checks that on a physical level, then she goes back to, well, I'm a woman, you ain't supposed to do that. Well, don't put yourself on a masculine level, then you won't have to get dealt with on that level. And this is where a lot of you are getting ready to find out the hard way. A lot of you are getting ready to be dealt with through force and adversity. Okay, because it's a lot of men out here, man. Every time I turn on the news, I'm hearing about some woman getting unalived because she decides to do some things that's not conducive to her nature. And I said PG like that.
Their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from Syria, one of them countries over there, right? I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king.
What's your credit card debt balance? If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Ruth Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, But sometimes we get tired of hearing.
Man, nigga, it's better, bro. Call it what it is. Fuck all that trying to make them feel comfortable shit. That's the problem with you jakes. You pander to these women. You know what I'm saying? You call a spade, man. They know what they know they fucking up. All right, but they got guys like this, not this dude, but the other dude that's gonna validate their ass, man. Just keep listening to it.
Working bags and
Do you
sushi.
think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman
Right.
that does demand that. And to
Right.
me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where you're looking. If you're going to go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatched in stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're going to get that. If you're going to meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions, you're going to find that out a lot earlier on, that what's important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about.
You know, this is always what's important to her. It ain't about you. It's about the man. All right, and it's about the man, and that's what you don't understand. It's about the man. But see, feminism, all right, which was started up through the CIA, through who you got by the name of what's this chick's name? What's this bitch name, man? Damn, I was just thinking about it. Not Margaret Sanger, she's part of it, but you got to get out of these bodies. I can't believe I can't remember it. But her name is Gloria Steinem. Yeah, Gloria Steinem, a small hat, which was pushed feminism through the CIA through Gloria Steinem, which was for white women, and now all of a sudden you got black women that's saying we want to be empowered too. You see what I'm saying? So it's always about the woman. It's not about you. It never was about you. It's about the men. It's the men's legacy that you're supposed to help forward, not the other way around. And y'all getting ready to find that out the hard way, because once shit really hits the fan, all that boss bitch and I'm an independent one, that's going right out the window, man. Okay, I don't give a damn how many jujitsu classes you women take, because see, one thing about it, they let Hollywood, and that's exactly what it is. Hollywood is full of witchcraft, and they allow these movies and these TV shows and you winning competitions and all this shit. Like, it's this one chick that played, I forgot her name. I think she's like a Northern Kingdom chick or Indian chick. Bad little chick. But I think she's like a 13th national champion in Taekwondo. You know what I'm saying? I believe she's been studying Taekwondo since she was a child. And she played in the new Karate Kid Cobra Kai series, in the 6th series, when she was going against, what's her name? Tori. You know, the fine chick that was fighting for, I think, where was they at? Was they in Spain or some shit? But basically, she was fighting on the opposition of Cobra Kai, and Miyagi-Do, she was fighting against him, and she was just like a force to be reckoned with, you know. But I'm like, in real life, none of that will avail. Like, I don't give a damn how many kicks you practice, you will never beat a man, okay? Because we're stronger, we're physically agile, we're stronger, we're quicker, we're faster. And yeah, you may train, you may have skills, but that's in a controlled setting. Okay, you ain't gonna Taekwondo no man on the real street. This man can literally don't know how to throw a punch, and he can still overpower you. So that's gotten to the mindset of these women. They have that superpower, that superwoman or that superwoman syndrome on them, and it's just gonna get them put in a bad predicament, and it already is. Okay, because I'm gonna be straightforward. Like, you women out there that don't have the best interests of the men of the Most High, and you ain't rocking with us, I'm not helping you. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. You getting done up in Jacob's trouble, motherfucker, take you in the back alley somewhere and have they will with you, and you see me walk past, I'm not helping you. All right, I'm just being real with you. I'm not helping you. And I don't think most men will help him, especially in this day and age. So, hey, y'all got to figure that out for yourselves. But let me get a precept real quick, because dude was going into it about how dealing with women of other nations seems to be a better pick, and I'm not mad at him. Okay, you know, you're gonna have some Israelites that's heard about that, because they expect for you to wallop in misery dealing with this black demon. Well, you know what? Since we ain't dealing with the black woman, hey, it's more black women that y'all can deal with. It's more for y'all. Have your pick. You can have them all, for real, honestly, because they ain't worth shit on this side. You know, and that's not saying all of you, because, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it. You do have some upright sisters out here, and I will admit that. You do. But the collective of you, nah, we're not dealing with you. All right, so this is the book of Sirach 25, and I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, there be 9 things in which I have judged in my heart to be happy. In the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, all right? And we don't really have joy of our kids on the side, you see, this system has totally made the family unit a war. Okay, it's like going to war trying to get your kid. It's like, since when a family unit with something that's supposed to be naturally cohesive, it becomes a damn war to raise a kid. Well, nah, she ain't going to that school. I want her to do this and that. But you the man, you got authority to say that. But when you got somebody that don't believe in that, it just makes it all worse. So it's just like, okay, why even stay in a situation like that? Bring peace to yourself. And it says, well, with him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding, okay? A woman that understands her role, her position. Ain't nothing better than that shit, man, okay? Because it gives you the space and opportunity to do what you got to do in order to govern your household and to be a man, all right? And it says, and he that have not slipped with his tongue, and he that have not served a man more unworthy than himself, all right? But let's go down to verses 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, which is the mind, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man. And this is what basically dude is saying. He's saying he's had bad luck dealing with the American Negro woman, all right? And they use all kinds of excuses, well, slavery and trauma. Yeah, I get that. That all plays a factor. But at the same time, if you know that, then do better. If you know slavery has totally turned you against your person, then you need to figure out how to reverse that mindset and make it up right with your people. Okay, like the elder said, he said, look, we can't expect Esau to fix our problems. We got to do that shit. So just because, you know, slavery and the Willie Lynch letters have totally pit Jake against one another, the dark skin, light skin syndrome, you know what I'm saying, whether man or woman, if you understand that slavery did that and you are well aware of that, then why would you continue to allow that to be your ground, your stumping point? Why would you continue to feed into that negativity, man, instead of saying, you know what, this was set up for us to destroy one another. Let me go ahead and have a better way of thinking. You know, but niggas don't want to be better. They want to have a reason to be mad and upset and hateful. You know what I'm saying? Which goes back to the curses. Prime example, yesterday, man, the brothers and myself, we went out, grabbed some food. We went to a little spot, sat down for like an hour and got some food. But the minute we walked in that fucking place, bro, I mean, I kid you not, it was a cool little atmosphere, but it was some niggas sitting behind us, bro. So we coming in and just one nigga, bro, he was just staring at us, man. He was staring at us, and I'm just looking back in my mind. I'm like, okay, what are you looking at, bro? But I wasn't really tripping, though, because I'm like, you know, be stupid if you want to be stupid. Like, hey, it can go there real quick. But, you know, I'm chilling in the spirit. But this is why you say you got to read the room. You know, and clearly, you know, they wanted to address the elephant in the room, but it's just that hatred they got for Jake, man. You know, we was minding our business. You know, we come in, we chilling. We wasn't bothering nobody, you know. Didn't have no type of chip on our shoulders. We were just chilling. But this nigga, he just pretty much just mean mugging us like the whole time. And part of me felt like the nigga was a mo. I'm like, yeah, he kind of seemed a little finicky. Like, I don't know if he's checking us out because he thinks we're attractive, or he just hate himself that much to the point he can't stand to see his brothers glowing with that type of confidence, man. And that fucks with a lot of people's spirit. When you brothers go in like certain places and you get a lot of looks on you, is because, you know, your spirit is vibrating high. And them demons, they don't like that. So it's their job to try to bring you down and get you out of character, you know, so you can get locked up or possibly get put in the spirit world. So you got to be very circumspect in these days, man. But that's the point. Jake don't want to do better. But it reads here, it says, add any affliction but the affliction of them that hate me. And this fucking black bitch, she hates us, man. All right, I see it every single day. I mean, every day from my existence, I've experienced that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it in our own household. Hatred, you know, families going back and forth, all that, man. Women demeaning their men, you know, trying to make them look bad. But when you look at the Asian woman or the Arab woman, they don't do this shit to their men. And the crazy part about it is that Jake is telling these females what the problem is, but they not trying to hear it from Jake. You know, they blame black men for the way they are. Ain't nobody, you can't blame Jake because you wanted to be a fucking gold-digging slut. And you can't blame Jake because you wanted to be out of order and you want to sit up here and run around the world and get popped by every Tom, Dick, and Harpo. You can't blame niggas for that shit, man. Well, if he was protecting me, I wouldn't have to do it. No. You didn't want that man to protect you. You told him he's too insecure. You told him he's too strict. He's too austere. He don't make enough money. He ain't tall enough. You said these things. Oh, we don't want you in the house, nigga. We could do bad by ourselves. Y'all said this shit. So when niggas let y'all fucking rot and dry out, then all of a sudden now it's our fault. It ain't our fault. It's your fault. You chose feminism. You chose the ways and the tenets of this world. You did. So now you have to deal with the consequences of it. Okay? And it says here, but the revenge of enemies, but there's no head above the head of a serpent, and there's no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. All right, but I will rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with the wicked woman. Okay, it says the wickedness of a woman change her face and darken her countenance like sackcloth, and our husbands to sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly, man. And this is why, like, I've heard stories of men going to bars right after work and getting drunk to 3 a.m. because they didn't want to come home and deal with that dragon in their house, man. So they'll sit out and they'll be at the bar all night getting drunk as fuck, go to work with the same clothes on for a week straight just to avoid dealing with this damn woman. Because it's hell, man. Something that's supposed to be a peaceful event, a harmonious event, and yet it's nothing but a damn, it's nothing but a fight. You know, of her not shutting the fuck up, her telling you what she's not gonna do, and our emotions and our feelings. She feels like you owe her the world, the entitlement. You black women are the only entitled women that walks around here. I mean, the West, period, but still, it's just, it's like, nah, bro.
About even if you look on
This
just
nigga.
a regular dating app, and just look at what a woman may state that she requires.
Yep.
You know, and I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media again is the barometer, okay, and it's the comparison, and when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean,
What's BBL? I'm sorry.
Brazilian butt lift.
Bitch, please, man. And no, it's not okay. BBLs ain't okay. All right, we saw that shit this weekend at camp. Some chick looked like a BBL, man. Bitch looked like a china cabinet with 2 broke legs, man. Barely had any balance. I'm like, how you gonna have a BBL, but then again, your legs are skinny, but you big up top? You know what I'm saying? It's just like a table with 3 broke legs on that. Ain't nobody finna have dinner on that motherfucker, man. And then they get mad when you call them out on it. And then they get mad when you don't want them. Well, bitch, you shouldn't be trying to be superficial any fucking way. Because you hate yourself. You hate yourself and you put it on Jake. And you raise these men up to hate themselves and to hate other men that look like them. And this is the reason why you have a bunch of YNs with Pooh Shiesties running around here stealing kids and crashing out for dumb shit. Well, he looked at me wrong, man. That nigga said something about my mama. I gotta kill him. This is what we're dealing with, bro. Okay, it's like a plague of niggas that need to be wiped out, man. Starting with you damn women first. You niggas need to go, man. All right, I look forward to a world without niggas. Okay, it's like coming to a crib, a nice house with no roaches, no nothing in that, no spiders, no roaches, no nothing. I don't want none of that shit in my house. Now you're gonna have a simpleton that's gonna say, see, man, he hate his own people. He tell me he don't want no nigga. You goddamn right I don't like niggas, man. All right? But I do love Israelites. Okay, my fellow Israelite brothers, the Negro, Latino, Native Americans. That's who we want to dwell around. Men with uprightness, man. You know, dealing with tranquilly in the spirit, vibrating high. None of this Pooh Shiesty in a club. I want to shoot you up, man, because your shoes are better than mine. That's the shit. Esau don't deal with that. Like, Esau don't get into fight over dumb shit. Esau don't get into fights over because you got the biggest earrings in, or you got bigger muscles, or you talk. Jake fight over dumb shit like that. And then when somebody take one of you niggas and unalive you because of your stupidity, then your mama want to get on the news crying and complaining and talking about how Raymond was a good kid when Raymond wasn't nothing but a 2-bit low-life nigga that needs to be exactly where he's at in the spirit world. All right? And it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. But as the climbing up a sandy way, is to the feet of the age. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man, all right? And this is what basically the dude was talking about. He says he has more luck dealing with women outside of the American black woman. And I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with him 100. I'm completely with him 144%. Niggas are waking up to you black women, bro, and good. It's about time.
Butler.
Oh, okay.
And there's no shade to women that have them. I'm just
I was
saying.
wondering. I was waiting for it too. I'm like,
It's no-
excuse me.
And
Right.
there's no shade to everyone that has them. I'm just saying, if you're going by just surface things and that's who you're going afterwards, then guess what? She gonna run them pockets.
No, and I'm not, and I want to get your thoughts.
I'm gonna stop before we play the rest of this video here. The gentleman with the blue shirt on with the denim outfit, that is Gravy, aka Jamal Woolard, who used to be signed to Warner Brothers, I believe. He played Biggie in Notorious. He's now a to-be movie star, if you will, doing a bunch of movies. So he's transitioned completely to that from rapping. And he's not saying anything that a lot of brothers haven't said already. When you date women of other ethnicities, other races other than black American women, it's like easier. They're more agreeable. They're more cooperative, more submissive. It's not all about what you can do for her, even though the Western or the ways of the black American woman is very influential and it's spreading throughout the world where women are copying what it is that they're doing, which is crazy. But fellas find it's an easier time. They're shocked a lot of times about that they don't have to go through the BS. They don't have to go through you have to pay to be in a relationship with me, which is in essence what it boils down to, which is unfortunate. And on the dating apps, a lot of women are presenting themselves, you need to have this, you need to do this, and this. Man.
Yeah, but this bitch come with 4 or 5 kids with $3,200 in food stamps a month. And a goddamn wig with baby hair on. Like, where they do that at, man? Like, what the fuck? That ain't no good exchange. But I gotta be a well-equipped, 6'5", dark-skinned, 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? Brolic shoulders, blue eyes, bald head, thick beard, driving a fucking 2026 Ferrari, make $3 million a week, got a rap, sing, dance, tell stand-up comedy, box, jiu-jitsu, MMA, it's all type of shit, man. I got to be able to fucking run up a building blindfold and flip off the top. Just to get this bitch to do what the fuck she's supposed to do. And even then, she still ain't gonna do what she's supposed to do because she despises correction, man. This is why we tell you, brothers, man, hey, black woman is for recreational purposes only. Though the ones that ain't right. Okay, if you find you a decent sister and she's about serving you, then hey, shit, more power to you, brother. You know, I ain't mad at that. But the majority of these women, just the women in the West, period. Edomite woman too. These women are for recreational purposes only. And that's just what it boils down to. They're for recreational purposes only. And I say that because that's exactly how they present themselves. Okay? They present themselves that way. That's what they want to be labeled as. Then, hey, they telling you what they're about. Why take it serious?
Listen, dating shouldn't be hard. Dating a woman shouldn't be hard. If a woman makes it difficult for you, man, peace out, bro. Peace out. Let's get back to it, though.
Doc, and as well, Amy, as a woman dating or even considering, I think that a lot of times, you know, we do value women. But when you talk about black relationships, I think we all come with some baggage, all right? Now, some of us have some baggage that's not gonna fit in the overhead compartment, and some of us have some baggage that you're gonna have to pay a whole lot more for to get on this flight, right? But the reality of it is that's just who we are, and I'm talking about historic. Like if you're talking about being enslaved, where we were and how we engage each other, there's a lot of elements there. But it can be a little difficult because women have expectations in 2021 that they're watching, and they're very material expectations. I agree with you, Claudia, but I'm simply saying that
not all of them are material.
And I'm not trying to generalize.
It's just
look at this shit, bro. That's what pisses me. I'm not trying to generalize, nigga. You are generalizing. Just say it. Okay, the 2 bitches you talking to, they know they know. That's why they so triggered, because they know you telling the truth. Because they adopt the same mentality, bro. If they wasn't adopting the same mentality, they wouldn't have interjected or they wouldn't have overtalked you or tried to invalidate what y'all was saying. They wouldn't have said that, bro. They just would have took what you saying and they were like, you know what? That might don't apply to all, but we do see it. We understand why you men are making the moves that you're making. And that would have, you know how much peace that would have brought to the room? But instead, they're looking for ways on how to deflect, how to not be accountable, how to make you accountable for how they act. They're looking for ways around that shit. This is why I tell you guys, man, out there, like when you are arguing with a woman or you trying to show her some shit, she's not quiet to take in what you're saying. She's looking for a rebuttal. Okay? It's always a but, instead of a, you know what? Let me check my spirit. You may be right. Because if you telling me this and I got 8 other people telling me the same shit, then you cooking somewhere, you know? You got to be saying something that's validated. But instead, they don't have enough other women telling them this because they all adopt to the same bullshit. And I'll end it real quick. I don't want to be on this too long. This is Micah 7:8. It says, rejoice not against me, O my enemy, when I fall. It says, I should arise, and when I sit in darkness, the Lord should be a light unto me. When Jake fell, and when we fell, they helped. They kicked. When we was going over the edge, they pushed us over. When we grabbed it with our hands, hey, she's literally taking a finger. You know how like in them cartoons, how when you hold on to the ledge with one hand and the fucking enemy is getting ready to hit your shit with a mallet and you fall down the hill. That's basically what Keisha did to us, man. Okay, when Jake got overthrew, she was with it. She was all the way with it. And then she looked for an excuse to say, see, we told you these niggas ain't shit. Which, granted, a lot of you Jakes ain't shit. Like, a lot of you niggas ain't right. But a lot of you ain't right because your mamas ain't right. Your fathers ain't right either, but your fathers were products of these women. Okay, the woman is the first teacher, right? This is where niggas learn this impulsive behavior from, is from these damn women. So you're the very men that you're complaining about, you're raising them. So that should make you look in the mirror and reflect and say, you know what? I'm the reason why this is happening, because I agree with what the elder D-Man said. Black women black women create deadbeat fathers. And I will say that again. Black women create deadbeat fathers as a collective. Now, you got some guys out there that just don't give a fuck and they do what they do. But you got guys that sincerely try to make situations work, and it just like, dudes like, I'm not finna sit here and deal with this shit no more. I'm not, fuck it. I gotta salvage the rest of my life through this bitch. Jake like, nah, I'm leaving. And some guys got more patience than others. Some dudes can sit there and weather the storm. Some niggas like, look, this ain't gonna work. I gotta bail out. Unfortunately, you know, the kids gotta suffer in the process, but that's just the price you're willing to take. Because if not, you will be in jail, the kid will be in foster care, and the bitch will be in the spirit world. Because Esau has given these women the power to lash out and to do what they want to do without any repercussions. So a real man is not going to stay around that. He'll leave that shit, man. You know, you can't get gaslighted into all, well, you ain't around your kids. If I'm around my kids and not doing what you want, I'm going to still be a demon. And then I leave, I'm going to still be a piece of shit. So it's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You stay, you got to weather the bullshit and possibly die of a fucking heart attack, or you probably be in jail for putting your hands on her. Then if you don't do it, then, you know, you leave, then you a piece of shit. Niggas want to put you down anyway. Only how men stay in successful marriages on this day and age and dealing with their kids is if they pandering to these women. I've seen it. You know, she makes a decision. She dictates what school the child goes to. She dictates the nutrition plan. You say, well, look, my kid ain't eating pork. But then on another run, well, let her eat what she want to eat. See, that's not going to work. That's right there. That's already a conflict of interest. Why can't you just listen to what the man is saying and trust his guidance as to why he's telling the kid that it's not good for him or for it? But instead, this bitch want to put our fucking opinion in it and mess everything up. And this is why men leave their children and these women behind. All right? It ain't just Jake don't want to be there. Some Jake is like, I can't deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. You know? But it reads here, it says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. It says he would bring me forth to the light and I should behold his righteousness. And this is the process that us as the Israelite man, those of us that's enlightened to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, now we're coming back into the graces of the Heavenly Father. So we're seeing things play out. All right. But it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? It says, my eyes should behold her, now she should be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So this is talking about you women out there, right? You women out there that put brothers through hell, whether you've committed adultery or left a brother for another man, or you went and you found you another man after that. Hey, this is talking about you. You're the enemy of the Heavenly Father. And all you that came against the ministry that said, oh, well, your God this, your God ain't gonna do nothing to me. Okay, well, you see what this dude Trump is doing. And Trump is, that nigga is Trump 2.5 right now. All right, he's doing this, Trump is on this bullshit. And I pray he continues to be on that folly, man, because, hey, Trump is gonna fucking collapse this goddamn, he gonna sink this ship. He's sinking it already. So when the ship sinks, don't expect no raft or any lifeboats to come and save you. Okay, you're gonna drown right in them waters, which is called the ICBM nuclear fire, man. Those of you that don't get got when the system falls and when the banks crash, because the banks are gonna crash sooner than you think. And hey, we may see a collapse this year. So hey, don't count that off the table. But anyway, I'm gonna end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you were edified. Until the next lesson. Shalom.